niche developer. They made the crossover game Cross Edge. They made the other semi-crossover game Trinity Universe. They made the Agrish War franchise. Needless to say, they are very niche. Now they are back with a new semi-crossover PlayStation 3 exclusive game Hyperdimension Neptunia. It's a Japanese RPG with a neat concept, the console war. Does Compile Heart find a rank within the JRPG army, or are they doomed to remain in the closet where only the bravest will find them? The story focuses on Neptune, a fallen goddess representing the Sega Neptune, a console that was never released. She fought with the other three goddesses, Whiteheart, Blackheart, and Greenheart, as Purpleheart for countless years in the console war, and this war had no end in sight. The other three decide to gang up on her and they send her out of Celestia, the land of the goddesses. She plummets to the earth and is found by Compa, a nurse in training. Compa brings her to her home and nurses her back to health. During Neptune's sleep, she is contacted by someone by the name of Histoire asking for her to rescue her. She awakes with no memory other than her name. Having a goal to complete, Neptune heads out on a quest, joined by Compa. The story is not terrible, just slow-paced and full of filler. It's neat in concept, but lacking in execution. The characters are fun, even if their attitudes and personalities are pretty commonplace in anime. It's not a very compelling story, but it's still a fun one if you can stick with it. Gameplay is very similar to Trinity Universe. You control the party in turn-based combat and you attack enemies with either the circle, cross, or triangle button, each performing different actions. You perform combos, each being 4 hits, with different abilities and different effects, such as combo links. You can customize your combos to your liking, but you need to be mindful of your character's AP, action points. Each action takes a certain amount of AP to perform, and each character gains more AP as they level up. This makes the combo system deep to an extent. Each character also has their own strengths and abilities, but all perform the same. During the story, you only get 3 characters without doing anything optional, which can cause you to grow tired of them. Outside of combat, you pick options from a menu or run around bland environments. There are a lot of events in the game that have no point other than to make a reference. For example, there is an event that mentions a video game called GG7. Now what could that be? The biggest fault in the gameplay is the healing system. As you level up, you gain skill points that are put into skills, some of which are the only way to heal in the game. You cannot heal manually, you can only heal after getting hit, and only if you have skill points into that skill, and only if the percentage allows you to. The problem this causes is a large one: unfair deaths, annoying use of healing items that are more expensive than you can afford usually, and just poor game design. This is the worst part of the game, and while you can overcome it as you level up or if you play the game on easy, it shouldn't have to be put up with. Overall, the gameplay gets very repetitive very quickly. It boils down to story scene, which is just text and portraits, bland dungeon crawling, repetitive combat, and repeat. The game lasts about 20 hours, so I hope you like it. It's not that terrible, but it's bland. The music is pretty good, as is the voice work. There are some annoying characters and the voices are even whinier in Japanese, but it's great you have the choice of which to play in. As is per usual with these types of games, there are more scenes voiced in Japanese than in English. Nothing bad, but it's not the best. Visuals are not very good. The character models look alright, but most everything else looks terrible. The dungeons are bland, the story scenes are mostly still portraits with text, and the monster designs are uninspired. In fact, a lot of the monsters are taken from Trinity Universe, which comes off as lazy. The animations are also pretty bad. The one shining star of the presentation are the character portraits themselves. The art looks fantastic and the moving portraits looks great as well. This is a great thing since you'll be looking at them a lot. They help the presentation a little bit, but everything else looks so poor that it can't save it. Overall, Hyperdimension Neptunia isn't very good. The animation is bad, the dungeons are bland and empty, the enemy designs are mostly taken from Trinity Universe, the combat gets repetitive, some of the characters are annoying, and the healing system is terrible. That said, I enjoyed myself while playing it. That also said, I can't honestly say it's a good game. Compile Hard has a long way to go if they want to make a good name for themselves. As it stands, they will forever be regarded as niche and mediocre. Neptune finds herself chasing a 10 and catches a 5.5 instead.